This is the plaintiff, Christina Taylor. She says she purchased a physical training package from the defendant, but soon discovered his style and hers didn't mesh when it came to exercise. She told him she no longer wished to continue with him, and when she requested her refund, she was basically told to go pound sand. She won't be disrespected by the likes of the defendant and is suing him for the $100 she's rightfully owed. This is the defendant, Joseph Ellerby Jr. He says the plaintiff came to him because she was concerned about her weight gain and wanted to get into tip-top shape. He worked her out twice. She, of course, got a little sore, and then she told him he didn't know what he was doing and demanded a refund. In reality, the sneak found another trainer, and she now expects him to give her the money back? He's accused of pushing too hard.
All parties, please raise your right hand. Be seated. Come to order, please. Litigants have been sworn, Your Honor.
Ms. Taylor, you are suing Joseph Ellerby Jr. and Jarhead Training Quarters? Okay. You're the owner of Jarhead Training Quarters? That's pretty funny.
Yes.
For $100 that you want refunded to you on a personal training package that you decided, I guess, not to go through with. Tell me about it.
So I was recommended to him through a friend. He had prorated me for the rest of May, so it was 3 sessions a week.
He had prorated you for the month of May because you joined up on May 15th?
I want to say it was, when was this receipt? Yeah, it was on the 11th of May.
Is there anything in writing between you guys?
It was on the, yes ma'am, my receipt.
Okay,
it was
let
on
me
the
see it.
11th of May, and I started with him the next day.
So it was going to be $160 for the rest of May?
For 3 days a week, yes.
For 3 days a week. Is that accurate?
That is accurate.
Did you start with him the next day?
Yes, ma'am. I did 1 session.
Okay.
I was supposed to meet up with him on Saturday to train. He no-showed that appointment. And we set up for next week for Monday, Wednesday, and Friday.
Okay. And how's that go?
The 2 times that we did work out, there was no warming up. It was kind of you just jumped in and went for it. And I am no weight bodybuilder or anything. I have been working out since February, so it's not like it's my first time working out.
Why would you want to waste any of your training time with a trainer on warming up? What is it you mean by warming up?
Not warming up, just like not going in. I started out that second session. I'm sitting there doing deadlifts, tire flips. And
what did you mean by warming up?
Warming
you didn't
up,
want to do those deadlifts or tires?
Like getting on a treadmill or
Where are you going to need
doing
this guy? You're going to pay him to watch you run on a treadmill? Do that before. Use those 10 minutes. In fact, use a half an hour before you go to the gym to do that. The stuff you can do on your own. But I guess he didn't tell you to do that, or you feel like...
The other trainers I've worked out have warmed me up for at least 5 to 8 minutes before we did anything. That's just what I was used to.
Right.
So maybe that's my fault.
Okay.
But so we continued, you know, we did the tire flips, we did all this other stuff that was crazy to me because I'd never done it, but I did it. He was on his phone both times a lot while we were working out.
I wouldn't tolerate that for a second.
Which to me was kind of rude.
There's no reason for a personal trainer to take a personal phone call in the middle of what you're paying them to do.
And on the phone.
Did you tell him, can you stop texting?
I don't really know how to say that without sounding rude.
No, let me tell you exactly how you say that. I would just look at the person who I am paying. I'm saying, you know what? Maybe we should do this another day when you don't have this going on. Can you put away the phone? But if you don't want to be sarcastic as I am, then you could just say, I'd really prefer you not text while we're working together. I mean, there's nothing, that's not being terribly witchy or anything else. That's,
no.
You know, you're paying somebody for a service. You don't want them distracted. So go on.
So obviously he was busy. So we finished the workout. I was running up and down the stairs. Last minute of the workout, he had me doing up and down the stairs for 5 minutes. I come down the stairs when I'm finally done. I cannot find him. I sat on the weight bench for a few minutes. He finally comes in on the phone. He's like, oh, yeah, we're done here. Okay, so, but regardless, I didn't understand why I was just sitting there waiting for him when my trainer should be there, regardless of him running up and down the stairs. I'm sure that's boring. So I leave. The next day, when I tell you it was like, when you work out, obviously you're going to be sore. This was beyond sore. I could not bend my arms. I could not brush my hair. Something was obviously wrong. I do eyelashes and hair for a living, so my hands have to constantly be doing stuff. I canceled my 2 appointments for that day, and I texted him asking how I can stretch this out. I texted him 2 times asking. He never responded on how to help.
Stretch this out?
Like, how do you stretch your arms out? How do you stretch your thighs out? I don't know how to turn my body.
How many other trainers have you worked with?
I've worked with 2 other trainers.
And you don't know how to stretch?
They've stretched the girl. Well, it's been women. So, and maybe that's the difference.
No, my trainer stretches me. I live for those moments. Are you kidding me?
Exactly. It feels good. So I was used to the woman stretching me at the end of it. So I ended up texting him, and I thought it was a very professional text telling him I just didn't think his training was what I was looking for. I'll gladly pay him for the sessions used. But I would like the money back for the sessions I'm not using because I would not like to continue.
Yeah, but why would you presume that once you pay for the month and you buy this month block, that if you change your mind, you get it at the discount bulk rate anyway? Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yes. No.
What do you charge for one session if I walked in there?
80.
Right. That's where the problem lies. And then, so here's where you are, where you want the bulk rate for the 2 times that you went. How's that right? So tell me your perspective on this, because I do see in the text where you say that you would be refunding something. What were you going to be refunding?
Well, when she came in, I said, well, I'm going to hook her up. Girl Amanda said, look, help her out. I'm help her out. Since you're having problems, what I'll do, instead of charging you 80, because I was going to charge her just for the 2 sessions she had, instead of doing it like that, I was going to charge her 70 and
Give her $20 back?
$20 back.
Okay, but when she says to you, I want a refund for the classes that I did not take, and you say, okay, right? Is that how the text went? Let me see the text. I'm just curious why you even said okay.
The fact she was so hurt, I felt bad for her, honestly. At this
point, I think our styles do differ. I would just like to pay for the sessions I've used. If you could supply the refund for the remaining sessions, thank you for the time and energy you put in. Yeah, he said okay, but you don't say I want $100.
No, ma'am.
So again, I apologize, but when it affects me working, having to cancel appointments, that's a problem. This is just me being sore. I think you meant this isn't just me being sore.
Yes.
It's legit pain. And
when your body's not used to going through the type of workouts, and it's not about me warming her up or stretching her out, I have one step. I have her run on the step just for 2 minutes. Now, me being on my phone texting, I have 60 clients under my belt right now.
I don't care. You shouldn't be texting when you're
yeah, should be.
Period. That's a very bad form. You shouldn't do that.
No excuse. Alongside with her working out, that's her muscles and ligaments that she's not used to using, she was using. So, of course, she's going to be sore. I mean, I would have been sore. I was sore when I first started working out.
What kind of weights were you having her do?
We'll squat with a medicine ball.
The medicine ball weighs what?
Probably, my heaviest was like 20.
20 pounds? Okay, and then what else?
Isolated lunges, where she'll just, if you don't mind me showing.
Yeah, I do.
Just stand here. I have a chair out for her, and she'll sit down on the chair and stand right back up with his right leg. She was not using any weights. I didn't put any weight on her back. She didn't squat. She deadlift probably about, I think, 95 pounds.
That sounds heavy.
95 pounds.
Deadlifts is when you do what? You just lift it up from the ground to... Okay.
Just pull it up.
Hold on, wait a second. And you just pull up to a standing position. That's deadlift.
It's about 15 minutes.
See, that would really hurt my back. But how do you decide what pounds to use?
I put 2 tenths on the side, and we'll go up from there.
So she progressed?
She was able to do it,
Is
yes.
that accurate?
Yes, ma'am.
No.
But that is not what we did the first session. We did do the leg things that he spoke of. I did the squat rack.
Yeah, but how about the deadlift? Is that how it progressed, that you started with just, a small weight and then kept going until you said, okay, that's the most I can do?
No, he put the weight on it and he never moved it up or down the first time. And I got it up, yes.
Oh, you got it up, then. Maybe you're just sore and you don't want to work.
No, I do.
Okay.
I've lost 15 pounds this year. I am trying to lose weight.
Well, you look great. I mean,
well, thank you.
Your head looks great and your feet look great. I can do the lectins in the way and the rest of the way.
Real fast, Your Honor. I mean, she sent me pictures, before pictures, like this is where I am now, but she sent me a fitness model. This is what she wants to look like then.
She sent you a what? A fitness model? And that's what she wants to look like?
She wants to look like a fitness model. That was she sent me.
Well, good for her.
So, no, what I told her, I said, well, you know what? I'm going to push you to do that. Anybody that comes to me, I'm not saying I'm going to guarantee you work, but we will get to close to where you want to get.
So what we have here is a failure to communicate.
Welcome back to the People's Court. Harvey Levin here. Who here has hired a trainer? Who's ever had, okay, 2 guys in the back. Is it wrong for a trainer to text during a session?
Personally, I don't think it's wrong. Seems just how everything works.
But he's not paying attention to you when he's training, right?
Well, it's your workout. If he gives you what you need to work out on, it's perfectly fine.
Can you demand that he not text?
I don't think you can, because it's not really like part of the job description.
Fair enough. going inside the courtroom.
Apparently you feel that if you change your mind, you get money back. And I need to know where that came from. Is there anything...
I never signed anything.
Right.
Talking about
okay,
a
but
refund.
the default position is, why would you get your money back? That's the. In other words, you're the person who has to prove that you have an entitlement to a refund, because most times you're not going to get a refund on a training set. You know, on prepaid bulk purchase of training sessions or classes at gyms or whatever else. You know, dance classes, you are not going to get a refund of the unused portion. You just ate it, so you might as well use it. So you would have to show me that when you gave the money, you thought you could get a refund, or you would have to show me that he did something wrong and injurious to you. Not that, hey, I know soreness and this is more than soreness. Oh, you're just working out harder then. He's having you do harder stuff. You know, the solution to that is take the rest of your training sessions and tell him, listen, lighten up. It's not going to be the 90 pounds. I pushed myself too hard. Sorry. I was showing off in front of you. You know, whatever. You know, whatever it is, right? But he has to have done something. He has to breach the contract. You have a contract to do for $160 X number of classes. And I don't see anything you're saying that means that he breached the contract. I just think you're saying you didn't like his style and you don't get a refund for that. So what are we going to do now?
Go to the gym.
Go to the gym? So she has, let's just see, hold on. She did 2 of them. There's 9. So she technically has 7 more sessions.
She can do them. I told her she can do them.
It's there and available to you. It is what it is. I don't think you have a right to a refund under these circumstances. So you can choose to take those classes or not take those classes. And I understand if you want to not. Are you mad at her?
Yeah.
Business, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, who knows? She may come, she may do the 7 classes, you know, and she may love you and decide to keep doing classes and speak well of you rather than ill of you. You never know. So, but it's your choice whether you want to or not. All right? Okay, folks, my verdict in this case is for the defendant for the reasons I have already outlined, and I wish you both good luck. And you look great.
Thank you.
So the defendant prevails. Ms. Taylor, who's a determined lady and brought this case to court, comes out a loser. Sorry about that. How do you feel?
Not too happy about it, obviously.
Yeah.
I don't feel like it was fair, but
Well,
to
you
each
heard-
is their own.
Okay. Well, you still have these lessons remaining. Will you go back and benefit from them or not? Or are you just going to kiss
Probably
them
not.
off? Forget it, right? Well, that's the way it is. Thank you very much. You must sign some documents on your way out of the courtroom. Now, Mr. Ellerby is on his way out. You know, I can tell you are you are physically fit. You think you could bench press me?
I probably can.
I think you probably can too. We'll leave it at that. Let me ask you, how do you feel about being brought into court, you know, like this? Has this ever happened to you before?
Never happened to me before.
First time?
First time.
Well, you seem friendly about it.
It's the first time for everything.
Okay.
You know.
All right. Thank you very much. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Okay?
Yes.
That way. Harvey, what do you think?
Well, look, I've got to say this, that you could probably make demands on a trainer ahead of time in terms of here's what I want, but a difference in style that somebody has from you does not constitute a breach of contract. And that will do it for this case. Litigants for the next case on the way into the courtroom right now.